Edexcel GCSE paper, and I'm going to do it now. So I'm going to start quite far on, so it's 15, and it says factorise a squared minus b squared, and that leaves us, it's the difference of two squares, so it is a plus b times a minus b. And if you did a little boom, 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 a plus b, a minus b shows a squared, that's plus minus b squared, and then it would be plus ab and minus ab, which cancel each other out. Okay, so show that 2 to the power 40 minus 1 is a product of two consecutive numbers. So I can assume that it's something to do with what's on top of us. So I'm assuming that whatever it is, it's consecutive odd numbers, and it's going to be plus 1 and minus 1. So now I've got to work out what, so this is the difference of two squares. So what do I times by itself to make 2 to the power 40? So it would be 2 to the power something times 2 to the power something equals 2 to the power 40. And you add the indices, so it's going to be 2 to the power 20 and 2 to the power 20. Now, both of those are just numbers. Like 2 to the power 20 could be anything. It could be, well, I don't know, let's say it's 800. So that means that it's 800 plus 1 and 800 minus 1, which means they are consecutive odd numbers because they're 799 and that's 801. So they are consecutive odd numbers, and that is how you do that. Right. On the grid, enlarge triangle T by scale factor -2 with centre of enlargement -2, -2. So if I take that and I put this there, enlarge it by a scale factor of -2. So now if I do this, I'm going to just do that, and I'm going to do this. Hang on, this literally will involve going through there. I'm assuming it's going to go upside down, and then this one goes through there. Just make sure it goes through various. There we go. Does that work? Am I doing this correctly? There we go. I'm just going to go through there. Now we've got to find something where they go so that these two, at a certain point are going to be 4 apart. I'm assuming that's there. And then, so that's 3. So if we go down 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's there. And then I should, that is how you do it. So -2 means it's going to be upside down. It's like it was reciprocal. And I don't know whether I meant to call it something or whether, but that's essentially what you do. Here's a distance time graph. Find an estimate of the gradient of the graph at 2.5 seconds. So here, and then you do, I'm going to use a thing again. Because I don't think I can do this very well without. That strikes me as being about right. So let's just do that. And then I'm just going to put that back. Let's just see where you get something that crosses. Okay, it's not perfect. And that is, so we know that gradient equals difference in y over difference in x. So let's say that this is 44. So 44 minus 0 over, and then let's go 4 minus 1.2. So that's 44 over 2.8, which equals, so the gradient is 15.7-ish, and that's meters per second. That's quite fast at that point, but it gets faster, obviously. I think that's what they mean by you can show how you get your answer. What's the gradient represent? Oh, well, it represents how fast you're going, speed. And now let's just do frustrums. A solid frustrum is made by removing a small cone from a large cone. Okay. The slant height of the small cone is 6, the slant height of the large cone is 10, and the radius base is 3. Calculate the total surface area of the frustrum. And so we could do the total surface area of the big cone. So big cone, so surface area equals pi RL, and that's pi 3 times 10, so that's 30 pi. Now, we know the little cone is 6/10 of the big cone in terms of its, what's the word? In terms of its scale factor. So what's 6/10 or 3/5 of 3? So that would be 0.6 times 3 equals 1.8. So now let's do little cone equals pi RL, which equals 1.8 times 6 times pi. No, let's just do that. So 1.8 times 6 equals 10.8. And so the frustrum equals big cone minus little cone, which equals 30 minus 10.8, which is 19.2 pi. And then we actually are going to have to times that by pi. And then we're going to have to SD it. So it's 60.3. 60.3. Oh, good Lord. Well, 60.3 centimetres squared. The curved bit of the surface area is 60.3 centimetres squared. And then, but you've got to find the total area of surface area of the frustrum. So the top bit would be 1.8 squared pi, which is, let's find out, 1.8 squared shift pi equals, and so that's 10.18, or let's go for 10.2, and then the bottom is 9 pi, which equals whatever 9 pi is, 28.3. And if we add those all up, we get 98.8 centimetres squared. There we go, because you do need to remember all the bits.